Okay, welcome back to Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2 later on. So yeah, that was... sorry about the end of the previous video. Was on... yeah, that was an alarm clock. Just, you know, harmless, but, you know, noisy. Troublesome. I think you can actually enter this... oh, okay, so that's the exit. Yeah. Note what they said about there being no guards here. It's going to be... oh, an item. Well, if there are no guards, there's actually not going to be any random encounters for a while, so you can just explore freely and not have to worry about your encounters or, you know, HP. Which is kind of nice. Makes for a relaxing start here. And yeah, there was a vendor back there. I was hoping to find a Karma terminal outside, but we're gonna find one right inside anyway, so whatever. They fear us. Okay. Why? And what is fear? That is a very strange question. A very strange question to ask. So I wonder if this actually affects something in Digital Devil Saga 2 when you import your save game. Going with Y just in case. Yeah, you can make decisions like that, and it will affect some subquests. Not every option, of course, but some will. It can also affect what character you get at a certain point in the next game in the series. Well, there were only two, of course, but yes. Actually, I could tell you, but that would be a spoiler. Let's just go in. Yeah, get in there, surf. Oh, here we go. This is a large Karma terminal. We don't need to... well, yeah, we don't really have any business in there right now. The first battles here are going to be dead easy and... yeah, stuff. There are going to be no random encounters until after an event battle, keep that in mind. So let's just find the items that are scattered around this place. You could also pass this area on the lower right, but I don't think there's any item there. Let me just go back and look though. No. And another thing about the guide, I think I actually found an item or two, maybe not in this dungeon, but along the way that are not listed in the guide, so yay me. Okay, this is a switch, believe it or not. If you flip it, this wall is going to come down, but that also means that we will not have a bridge over to this section here. And as you can see, there is an item to pick up there. So let's just go and do that before we do anything we will regret. Now, about the mantras, something that is not part of the original guide that I, well, yeah, I downloaded the guide and stuffed it into a word processor, so I have a sort of ODT variant that I'm watching right now, or reading from. I added some recommendation on what mantras and stuff to bring to the various locations. It's not going to be much. It's not going to be any relevance really for this part of the game here. Is this a blue wall? Oh, so it is a blue wall. Okay, I thought it looked kind of green, but whatever. Yeah. So I am going to give my recommendations on what mantras to focus on, because it takes some time to learn those mantras. Well, it doesn't really take a lot of effort, but it does take some time. So I want to give you my recommendation, ahead of time. So you can, I don't know, benefit from it if you haven't played the game before and have your own idea. Oh, and chakra drops. They refill your SP that you use for, casting magic, as you would know from your previous SMT game experience. Okay, so that is all we can pick up here right now. Well, wasn't that quick, so let's just go downstairs and keep going. So, oh, is there a cutscene here? No, there's a treasure here, no cutscene. Oh, right, yeah, I flipped the switch and then moved through the wall and then there's a cutscene. Yeah, I should just, well, I just want to mention this as well. I don't always, well, I don't find dungeon crawler games or well, ordinary platforms like Metroidvania games to be very exciting. So this game just stood out to me for being just so weird. I mean, it's confusing. You will not know anything about what's just going on, and the game's going to give you a great big WTF right at the very last cutscene. Right after the final boss fight of this game, you're going to get a what moment, and then you're not going to find out about it until some ways into episode 2, and yeah. It's just one of those games. I should also mention, by the way, before we get to the cutscenes here, is that in the next room? No, okay, it's in the next room. I think there's an item up here. Yes, there was. Yeah. When they developed this game, Atlas, or whatever studio they had, hired this author who had a bit of health issues at the moment, and this is actually one item that I don't think the guide mentions. If you pick it up, I mean, you can always go back and pick it up later. That's not going to be a problem. But the more items you get earlier, the merrier. And this is a small karma terminal. And if we inspect it, what do we get? No, I'm not going to save the game. Okay, save and teleport. No restoration, and there's not going to be any mantra stuff, I'm pretty sure. But I honestly don't want to, swear to anything yet. But yeah, the guy with the health issues, he actually quit before. Well, I'll say quit, but he had to leave the project because of his health issues and did not actually finish his writing. Apparently. Okay, I said actually, but that is, well, there's some merit to it, but it's technically a rumor. But the guy who was the original author, he actually recently, mind you, I think it happened in like 2014 or something, he released this story as he had originally imagined it, as a book that you can go and buy. But yeah, when he left the project, Atlas kind of essentially made it up as they went. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing. I think they actually held the important bits together up to the end, but if you buy the book, it's not going to be the same as Digital Devil Saga 2. Probably they have most of it. Yeah, well, most of it is probably going to be the same here in the first game, but In the second game, yeah, there are going to be discrepancies. So, yeah, that is a Shin Megami Tensei-ism for shit's going down. Usually, there's going to be a boss fight. This is your chance to hold on a second and heal up. This is when the game gives you opportunities like this. There really are times when you really do want to take the time to, you know, do a sanity check. Pretty much. Okay, let's just do this.
Don't come any closer. No. Stay back. Don't eat me. Please.
Harley, what are you saying?
You murdered them and ate them all. You all turned into monsters. And then you devoured all of my men. That light, that weird light, shot right through us. And then everyone started freaking the hell out.
Don't!
Everyone started attacking each other. You ripped them apart with your bare hands. And then...
Stop! Be quiet!
God help me!
Shut up! Couldn't have. No. Not me. I didn't do that. I didn't eat those people. I couldn't have. It wasn't me.
Yeah, that's the thing that happened. The game just got Shin Megami Tensei. So here we are at the battle system. You will always only have 3 characters. And that is what the blue thingies reflect. Enemy parties can number up to 5. And we're going to get into why that's going to be pretty damn frightening. Let's see. So yeah, if you know your Persona or well, other Shin Megami Tensei games, you will recognize Bufu. Yeah, that's the ice skill. Let's just fire it up. So the name of the enemy you can see there is in 2 parts. First is the type. So this is a demon type, and ghoul is the actual, well, monster, or the actual demon. Oh, sorry, as it were. So if you look up bestiary, this is well, you'll be looking for the demon category, and among it will be the ghoul monster. I don't remember anything about the vulnerabilities. Yeah, look at that. That's 20 damage. That's yeah, pretty good. Heat. I forget what his Demon Skull. We're gonna go look at that. Oh, so we killed that guy already? No, also the death screams from the enemies here. I actually find them very unsettling myself. So, yeah, if you consider them to be unsettling, just you're in good company. Okay. So Argilla does not hit for a lot of damage. But let's just conserve our MP. Okay, so it's not SP but MP. So yeah, Heat is the strongest character in the group. We've established that pretty well now. Oh, well, I did not get to show you this, but when you land a critical hit, yeah, or hit a weakness also, your turn icon does not go away. Rather, it glows blue, which well, basically gives you a half turn. There are other explanations for it, but basically you can get another turn. It's sort of like when you knock someone over in Persona 4 and you get this all-out attack kind of thing, only you don't get an all-out attack, you instead get another go on your same turn. But yeah, here is how the level ups work. You get 3 points to spend on various character attributes. What you want to do for Surf is to basically keep him even. I think you're going to need to keep him a generalist. Give him both strength, vitality, and well, strength and magic. For the other characters, they are kind of specialized. Argilla, I think, specializes in magic skills, Heat in physical skills, and their level progression is going to reflect that. And this is a random level up event. I think they only happen when you level up, and they are completely random. Yeah, you can recover MP, you can recover HP, you can recover both, you can get another point in any of the stats, you can also get a random low to mid tier item, I think. Oh, more cutscenes.
What's happening to us? I can't eat them.
Why do you hesitate? Circumstances are different now. If you refuse to eat, you will perish like them.
Yes, that is a thing that happened. And Argilla was understandably quite upset about this. Yeah, let's go find something other. Thank you. Thank you. You're not disturbing at all. Yes, he is actually a friend. He's going to remain a friend for the entirety of the game. Believe it or not, we're going to be events where you kind of question that, but yeah, we're not going to give him the boot. Ah, okay, yeah. Maybe I can mention that now, because now it's going to be a bit of a thing here. When you get them, well, I mean, when you're here, just for now, focus on fire, earth, and ice branches. You're going to need them to learn, like, well, land critical hits. And also, there are mantras named Godly Beast and Outer God, Soul, Yaksa, and Priestess. You're not going to be anywhere near able to get them at this point in the game, but note them down. Seriously, they're going to help you a lot. But yeah, what to do now? Let's. Oh yeah, here's an interesting thing. The guide says here that until you reach the boss of this area, Argilla will not gain any AP. So she will not be learning any mantras. And funny story, I am coming into this game with mantras I equipped for the last battle the last time around. So they are going to move very slowly either way. Also, I think random encounters are going to start coming now. Oh, and I just hit triangle to open the menu, but instead I got the map. So you can see here's how it looks at the moment. There's a lot of space to the top and a lot of space to the east, a little bit to the south, and not an awful lot to the west. Open the menu with square instead. Ah, and here you go. This is going to be something. Yeah. Here is the list of skills I learned and have available. Now, since I learned in the previous run through the game. Comatose, light damage, physical sleep on one enemy. 9 HP. No, thank you. Genocide. That's going to be important to use in some fights, I believe. Now, Devour. I think you start with that, actually. It's a starting skill. You can upgrade that to Consume. The game actually asks you to use these skills, but you do not actually need to. You are not really penalized in any way for not using them. I think the game will tell you a bit more about how they work, specifically. Ooh! Great Feast, Fatal Hunt All. Let's just ignore that for now. Okay, so you can see the entire fire tree here. Agi, Agilao, up to Agidine, Maragi, Maragion, Maragidine. And Flame Breath, this is going to be a bit of a random thing here, so I won't use it a lot. You can upgrade to Bufula. I'm actually going to do that. That's maybe a bit cheating here, but yeah. Sue me all you want. Oh, that's going to be about as entire people. You are a bit limited by the MP you have available here. Yes, I did learn Terra for a very good reason. This is pretty important here. The Almighty, that's the elemental attribute. So it's not treated as a status magic, actually. I think a drain in Final Fantasy is governed by some kind of status ailment multiplier, likelihood, probability and stuff. But here, it's actually delivered as almighty damage. What that means is you cannot escape it, you cannot block it, you cannot reflect it. so your drain HP skill, spell, whatever, is always going to work, essentially. But if you drain MP, that is treated as trying to inflict mute on one enemy. So if that enemy is immune to mute, you're not going to be able to drain any MP. Hama works a little different than in Persona games. Instead of killing the target outright, it reduce HP by half. Apparently, that would mean Hama on would reduce HP by 75%, I guess. So it's never 100%. But Expel is the damage type. It's sort of fractional percentage stuff. But Mudo is straight up death. Yeah, I have a lot of spells. When you start the game, you're only going to have like 3 or 4 skills at the most. So I kind of spoil things here, and maybe, I don't know. Yes, Dia and Nudia. Healing skills, they're going to come in handy. Really not for right now. And here are the buffs, the Unda and Kaya spell series. You can have some fun with these, definitely. Cure Ache. Let's see, how many... Oh, I can have a lot of spells, never mind. A Void, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9 shield things I still have to learn. So, yeah, you can equip these, and yeah, you're going to pretty much destroy everything here. It's a bit cheap, so I'm not going to use it here. But yeah, Void, Expel, Death, Charm, Panic, and Nerve. I think Nerve is Sleep. And maybe it's Stun as well. There are a few status effects. But if you can nullify any of those, you're going to be so damn happy. Yeah, you can Void Fizz. That means physical attacks are nullified, strikes for 0 damage, and the enemies lose their turns. More on how that works as we go. These I'm actually going to start using. Critical hit rate doubled. Yeah, these are what I'm talking about. Max and min critical. When the solar noise is at max or min, you get a higher critical hit rate. Also use these. Attack or shared karma. That's experience, I think. Chakra walk, MP restore while walking. That is immensely useful. No ways around it. Oh, yeah, here are the resists. Oh, so that just increases tolerance. This nullifies entirely. Okay, so AP Divide is only after using hunt skills. Right. Oh. So, I think this is something you only get on the, well, starting from new cycle. You can start battles in human form. Do not ever do this. Ever. Seriously. For now though, Chakra Walk, thank you very much. You... Yeah, screw it. Give you a fire kill. And Chakra Walk. Ooh! Atma bonus. Doesn't Surf have this? Increases AP gain in battle. Good stuff. That's for learning skills. The sooner you get this, the better. I mean, well, the better for you. Okay, I'm just going to see. Do I really not have this? But no, I actually don't. That's unhappy times. Analyze. No, you're going to. What? You do not have that. Well, you're going to get Chocolate Walk, at least. Now, you got to be sort of introduced to her as a Earth Mage. I think we can safely dispense with Patra. Analyze is good for seeing enemy information. I'm not going to be using this for this Let's Play, so... Well, yeah, I am... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Okay. Oh, Vanity. Inflict ailments. Okay. It also requires a lot of MP. Combos, they are going to be a bit of a thing, but I think we can see that as we go, actually. Do you? Oh, okay. So the mantra Surf has equipped right now gives me, when I've learned it, Surf, or anyone really, I think it's open to everyone, Autosoma and Null Ailment. So if I equip Null Ailment, Surf will not be hit with any ailment. Ever. That is useful, not gonna lie. I'm not quite sure what Autosoma does though. And when Heat gets his Atma filled, he gets skills Last Word, Megidola, Mind Charge, and Magic Repel. Now, Last Word and Megidola, nasty stuff. You can see that they require a lot of MP, so you're not going to logistically get to see them for a very long time. And Angela has the same mantra that Surf has. I think we're going to be seeing this a lot more when we get to a Karma terminal. We'll also be able to set up your party eventually. Oh yeah. So Surf, his demon form is Varna, strong to ice and weak to fire. Remember this, it's going to help or destroy you. I mean, yeah, if you don't mind your weaknesses, you're going to get wrecked, because Shin Megami Tensei. And Agni, that's Heat's demon, is the polar opposite. It is strong to fire and weak to ice. Remember this carefully. And Argela's demon is Prithivi. I think the Prithivi in Legend actually has a special relationship to Varna. But I encourage you to look that up on your own. She is strong to earth and weak to force. And guess what? We're gonna get another character who is strong to force and I think he's actually going to be weak to status ailment as a bit of a twist. Or maybe I'm remembering things wrong and that's the other guy. But yeah, that's how it's gonna work. Everyone has one strength and one weakness. And it can be pretty debilitating depending on the fight you get into. Yeah, you can also do combos, but let's just ignore that for the time being. The video is pretty damn long now, so I'm just gonna stop right here and I will see you back in the next episode.